all set as they'll match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Which of these 0-3 teams will visit the win column for the first time? We'll see. We're underway here in Week 4. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready? Black 20.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 36.
Alert, alert. Black is good.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Motion. Block. Hey, check Mike 57.
Now Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Tighten up. Slam.
Monday.
Slam.
Show that bench release and go. Black on that.
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. Open man. Smith-Schuster. It's complete. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Finley going to lead the Bengals up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Tight ends on the wrinkle. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Watch 82.
Finley now on 2nd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Let's go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Finley. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep for the Steelers, Ryan Switzer. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Switzer. $12 yards on the return that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Pull it together.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
66, 50.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger throwing the out route and complete. It's Johnson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That's good for a Steelers first down. 1st and 10.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
That's trash.
And able to find Green. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Now a give, right side. Bernard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd down, Finley. This is caught at the 20. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch him.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Here we go. Hey, check right, check right. Watching you find. Let's go, D. Big series right here.
To throw, Finley. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But now it'll be 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Check 26, check 26. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Finley here, 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now is Huber as he sends it away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
77.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a second down throw for Finley. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it's knocked away and incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
General West. Go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Finley. He's got his man here. It's Green. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 22. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Go.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Now Finley looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They start with a give to counter. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now Ben going to give this one to counter. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. James Conner, the running back, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Hey, get in the weight room. Shift.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth.
Sets up fourth down.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have two inbounds in the NFL.
On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Leo!
Now it's Mixon running right. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Set! Black 20!
Check. 59. They can't hang with us.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first and 10 is counter. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Tighten up.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger buying time to his left. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
Hey, team 6.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. 3 first-half touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, They use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd and 12, Finley. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee, and they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Finley from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Check 55, Mike.
Hey, Zoo.
Heavy on the edges. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Ready?
A first down throw for Finley. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing the out route and complete. That's Green. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And some room to maneuver. He's at the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
First down.
Ready. 70. Indy.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Hard.
Hatchet. Kill.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, rock it, Mike.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Finley. And Green with a catch left side. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Pick it up.
On 1st and 10, Finley. And he fires one incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Check.
Fair.
Check 50. Watch the signal.
Gone. Defense.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. They find some open field here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Jumper.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
They'll run again with Burrow. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Here's Roethlisberger. Screen pass to Connor. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They'll get 34 yards there.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught at the 8. A very solid gain of 27. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Look at me. Go.
On third down, Mixon. And an alley to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 31 yards there and a first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
On first down, Bernard. Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that will get them one closer. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
The Steelers take over at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead,
he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got some space here. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter.
Here we go. Lock 80.
Check 59. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense.
They'll run on first down. It's Connor. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When we talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. He takes this for 3 to the 29. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Once again, they run with Mixon. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
It's a gain of a yard. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. You got
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
64, weak.
Fourth down, Finley. And Eifert has it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. To throw is Finley. And this one's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Exit.
Throwing again, Finley on 2nd and 10. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
It's like 80.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Preston Brown gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger fighting through pressure. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Go! Look at me, zipper!
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First down, Cincinnati.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Rock it.
Now Joe Mixon. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
That's all right. He's checking.
Ready?
Mixon with it. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch the twitch. He's crashing.
Go out.
Here's Bernard. And some room to work. A big gain there on 3rd and long. 44 yards on the ground. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
70, Indy.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, look, 368. 2-by-2. Move.
Again, it's Mixon. And maybe Shane's in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.